Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got kind of a get ready with me but not get ready with me video. I'm going to be doing my hair and kind of talking to you about the title of my video, which is not clickbait. But anyway, so for the products I'm going to be using in my hair, I'm going to be using Kinky Curly Curling Custard. This is one of my favorite products, and you've seen me use this in several other videos, I think. And then one of my absolute favorite products, I say that a lot, Miss Jessie's Leave-In Condition. If you have never smelled this, go to the store, pick it up, put it up to your nose and smell it. This is one of my favorite products from the Miss Jessie's line. The other one I like is Pillow Soft Curls. But all Miss Jessie's products smell really good, but I just am in love with the smell of this one. When it first came out, I would buy it up. They came in like a squeeze top, not like this kind of container, but it came in like the bottle. But I see that they've since put this in a different packaging. I have not bought this in a long time, but it still smells the same, and I actually have it in now, but my hair looks a mess. So I'm going to be refreshing these curls. This was a kind of a wash and go, but not really. But anyway, yeah, so these are the two products I'm going to be using, as well as my water and a comb. So don't really know how I'm going to style it. I figured once I detangled my hair and got it looking somewhat decent, then I would figure that out from there. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the title of the video is, like I said, it's not clickbait. Last year, well, I guess I should start from the beginning. I was born in Atlanta. My father is African American, and I mentioned that I am half Chinese. My mother is Chinese. Growing up, I did not have my mom in my life. It was just my dad, and I have a stepmom who is a Filipina, so kind of grew up a little confused. I didn't learn about my real mom until I was about, I want to say 7 or 8, around that time. Yeah, so I didn't know about her. When I first learned about her, I was, curious, kind of. It was kind of a relief for me to know that the things that I felt as a kid growing up, I wasn't crazy. I didn't feel too much of a connection with my stepmom. And when I found out she was not my biological parent, I was like, oh, that's why. This makes sense. So let me do my hair. So I'm just going to part my hair. It's a little flaky, but I don't feel like washing it, so we're just going to roll with this. But anyway, so found out about my biological mom, and I've just kind of looked for her ever since, on and off. I did not find her until last year. So 2019, September, I think. Yeah, September, I found my biological mom. Long story short, I don't really want to get into too many details, just because this is something that's very personal for me, and I'm still dealing with it now. But I figure, I know there's a lot of people out there who don't know their biological parent, or they're looking for them. So I just kind of wanted to be that beacon of hope, like, hey, they're out there, and it might just take a lot of searching. And for me, it took 20 years to find her. And despite the rumors and the things that I've heard about her from various members of my family, and even my own assumptions, I never gave up. I never stopped. When Daryl died, and Daryl was my fiance. If you didn't know, I lost my fiance in 2015. If you kind of want to follow that journey, I have videos on my page called Swimming Lessons, and those are focused on Daryl and his passing, and me kind of learning to swim through that grief that I went through, and just all the different things that I went through in the past 5 years. So I feel like I'm talking a lot, and it's only been 6 minutes. And my lips are kind of dry. So, like I said, it took me 20 years to find my biological mom. And I basically was able to contact her through her ex-husband, who she married after my father. But yeah, so like I said, my mom is Chinese. She's from Taiwan. And so when I found her last year, we made contact, and it was very emotional. It still is emotional. And it has just been not traumatic, but it's really changed the way I view things, how I view life, how I view relationships. And since Daryl died, I've kind of been on this journey of self-work and inner child work, because I had a very rough childhood. Many people don't know what I went through, and I don't really talk about it too much. I do go to therapy. I started going to therapy when Daryl died, and that has helped me tremendously. So shout out to my therapist, who has been my therapist has been like one of my top supporters, and she's really gotten me through the grieving process and now this new journey that I'm on. And finding my mom was hard. It brought up so many feelings and emotions that I thought I buried when I was younger, because like I said, it's been 20 years. I'm 29. And so I was, just really going through a lot. It took some time, but we developed a relationship and we spoke every day. The time difference didn't allow us to talk too much, but we made time for each other when we could. So fast forward to November, I think I decided to pull the trigger and fly to Taiwan and kind of make it like a home going journey. Not home going, that's what you say when people die. I don't know what to call it. I'm going back to my mother's land, and I posted a picture on my Instagram, but I didn't post personal pictures, just because, like I said, this is new for everybody. This is a very different circumstance, and many people, have their opinions and things. So I didn't really want to put too much of my life out there, and I'm very private in a sense, which is kind of ironic because I'm telling strangers on the internet about me finding my biological mom. But like I said, this for me was a big journey, and I wanted to help other people out there, because there is another girl that I know on Instagram. I don't know her, but we're Instagram friends, and she kind of had a similar story. And her mother is Korean, and she was able to find her, and it kind of inspired me to continue my search for my mom. And like I said, I was able to find her. So you never know who you'll inspire. I was inspired to start my journey over, and so maybe there's someone out there watching, or your mom, your dad, somebody that you're looking for. Maybe you'll find them. Anyway, so in November I decided to, I'm not even doing my hair, let me just do my hair. So in November I pulled the trigger, and I decided to buy a ticket to Taiwan and meet my mom face to face for the first time. And it's so weird. It was weird seeing pictures of her, because the pictures that I had of my mom were when she was in her 30s, when she had me. And so seeing her now, it's like 30 years have passed, and she looks the same but doesn't look. It's like my mind had to grasp that so much time has passed between those photos when she was younger and we were together, versus now where she's much older and I'm older. And it's just very, I don't know, it's hard to take in. But anyway, I wanted to meet her in person, and I figure, let me just pull the trigger. So bought my ticket to Taiwan for my birthday. My birthday is in February, so I've decided, why not spend my 29th birthday with my mom, who hasn't spent a birthday with me since I was 1. So I thought, that would be kind of a cool thing to do. So yeah, so we were excited, built up the anticipation, and she had things planned for me. And so January came and the coronavirus pops up. And so I'm just like, do I need to still go? Like, I don't want to get some kind of weird super virus that is spreading so fast and, you know, is really affecting people. So I was really nervous about that. But anyway, so I said, you know what, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for me. I don't want to postpone it because I've been waiting so long. And I've been waiting so long since I booked the ticket in November, but I mean, I've been waiting my whole life basically to meet this woman. So I said, nope, you know what, I'm going to travel. I'm going to go over there. I rarely get sick, knock on wood, so why not? I don't really have any fears. And when I went, like I said, I went at the end of January, and it was just kind of starting up, so the cases were very low. At the time, Taiwan and the United States had the same amount of cases. But while I was there, it was gradually getting worse. So, but yeah, so I traveled very, 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 very long flights. I had one layover each way. So most of my time traveling was spent on a plane, and I get really uncomfortable flying to the West Coast, flying from here to California. So having to fly for longer than 4 hours was unbearable. I don't mind planes don't bother me, but like hindsight being 2020, I probably will never take a direct flight like that ever again. I'll probably lay over like 3 or 4 places, because from Atlanta to Seoul, where I laid over in Korea on the way there, I was so uncomfortable. I was so swollen. I was like, oh my God. But Korean airlines, they're really comfortable. I recommend flying them. And they give you like house shoes and shit. They give you you know, they just make you comfortable. I don't like planes. I don't like using plane bathrooms. I don't like being on planes that long. I really don't. So, but anyway, so that was not too bad. Going there was not too bad. Once I landed in Korea, I took a shower. I got a massage. Like, I did things to relax me because that was such a long flight. So laid over in Korea for a few hours, South Korea for a few hours, and then my flight from South Korea to Taiwan was only like 3 or 4 hours, and I flew China Airlines. And I'm gonna tell you that that was not the worst flight, but because of the virus, you know, everybody's like being like super cautious. And there was a person on my flight, he was in the row above me or in front of me, but to the right, he was coughing so freaking much. Like, every time he coughed, he would gag, like dry heave. It was the worst thing. And I was just sitting there like, please let me make it. Please let him not have the coronavirus or any other virus. Like, it was a dry cough. Like they say, you know, you might potentially have it if you have these symptoms, and dry cough was one of them. He had a dry cough. So I was just like, oh my God. And every time he coughed, he just gagged. And it was just the worst thing ever. So I had to endure that for, like I said, 3 to 4 hours. So I get off the plane, and I text my mom. I'm like, I landed. And so we're just anxious. And now the whole time I'm traveling, I'm like trying to hold back tears because it's so emotional. I'm just anxious, scared, happy. I don't know. I was just feeling a lot of things, and I still don't know what I was really feeling. I get off the plane, get my luggage, and I get to you know, where the arrivals come, and I saw my mom for the first time, and it was the most emotional thing that I've experienced in a long time. I dreamed of things like this happening. I dreamed of reuniting with my mom. I dreamed that we would have this super close relationship and that things would be peachy and amazing. And I'm not saying that they weren't, but as time has passed since we've met, things have changed. And I think she might be watching my videos. I'm not sure. I really, I like to be kind of a honest book. Not an open book. Oh, geez, I have a knot. Oh, shit. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I'm pretty transparent when it comes to the things that I feel. And, but anyway, I'll kind of follow the timeline. So anyway, I get there, I meet my aunt and my mom's husband and my aunt's husband. And it's just very emotional. It was so surreal to hold my mom's hand, to see her face, and we have the same face. I'm just the chocolate version of my mom. That's what my whole family was saying. And if you saw a picture of us, like, just picture my face, just yellow. Like, I'm literally the chocolate version of my mom. But, so I stayed there from the 30th until the 8th. I left a few days after my birthday. But yeah, most of the time spent, I was kind of touring around and walking around and sightseeing and things like that. And my dad loved to tell me when I was younger that I was conceived in Taiwan. I'm like, gross, Dad, I don't need to know things like that. But I was conceived in Taiwan. I was not born there. But, in a way, I felt like I was kind of home. I mean, I guess I'm part of my people, half of my people, it's my mother's land. And I guess Africa would be my father's land. So I was kind of amongst my people. And it was just so weird because even though I know I'm half Chinese, obviously I have no connection to the culture because my mom was not in my life. Sorry, my camera cut off. It only records 20 minutes, which is, well, I guess that means I've been recording for 20 minutes straight. But anyway, there are a lot of kids whose parents were like my dad. He was in the Air Force. And they travel to these foreign countries. They travel to South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Taiwan. And they, meet women. And my dad married my mom. But, sometimes that doesn't always happen. Marriage doesn't happen. And so these guys go over there, have kids. And then they're sent back home or they're sent somewhere else. And so, the dads are not in their life. Or the mom, So I know that my case is unique, but it's not super special. And I just want to encourage people who are out there looking for their parents to, do it. And, it might end happy, it might not. But I just say it's worth a shot. Don't not try. But since I've been back, my mom and I don't really talk for whatever reason. And I'm okay with that. I went in with expectations, but I didn't go in blind. I didn't go in naive thinking that everything would be sunshine and rainbows. Because that's not how life works. I've been through too much in my life to know that that's not how things turn out all the time. And I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to meet her and to experience what it's like to be a half Chinese kid and actually be able to say that I know my history, I know my culture, I know what my grandparents look like, I know what my uncles and cousins look like. And to have cousins is amazing because on my dad's side, a a lot of my cousins are through marriage, and which to me they're still cousins, but you know, to actually be able to find blood relatives meant a lot to me. My family here in the States, we're very spread out. I have 5 siblings. My dad had 6 kids, so I've got 2 older brothers and an older sister who all live on the West Coast. They all live in California. And then my 2 younger brothers and I all live and grew up here in Atlanta. So, you know, we were close. And then I have my siblings across the states. So, and there's a very big age gap between us. So there was not an opportunity to kind of grow and foster certain relationships, which, like I said, it's okay to me. I'm kind of used to how things are, and I'm putting kinky curly throughout to get my hair to lay. I think I want to wear it down. I'm not sure. My ear piercing was bothering me. This one right here. This one. So I kept my hair up, but it's healed now. So now I want to wear my hair down. I hope you guys like this video. I feel like I'm talking so much. And like I said, this is really out of my comfort zone. And hopefully you get to see this video, because I have so many videos that I do. I film them. I open up Adobe. And then I put them together on a timeline. And then I'm like, oh nah, this ain't going up. So hopefully you guys get to see this. If you do get to see this, please comment and let me know how you like it. If I'm doing too much talking or what. Because I had a video. I think somebody commented on one of my videos before and told me I was doing too much talking. I was like, I ain't even talking like that. How is this too much talking? But I'm glad I got to experience it. And who knows, maybe I'll go back one day, and when I have a family of my own, I would love for my kids to know part of their culture, a fourth of their culture, because they will have a part of me in them, and a part of that, the Taiwanese culture, or Chinese culture rather. And but yeah, so I guess I'll end this video here. I'm gonna finish the other half of my hair, but I don't really feel like talking anymore, so I'll leave this video here. But if you guys have any other questions or comments or concerns, you can leave them down in the description box and I will get to them. If you want to hear more stories from me, because I could tell you, I honestly should probably write a book on my life, but I don't think I want to do that. But I do write. So I picked writing back up. If you didn't know, I do have a poetry book that you can purchase on Amazon, and I'll leave the link in the book. I'll leave the link in the description box for you. But I think I will end the talking part here. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you all. Hopefully this was interesting to y'all. I know a couple of people have asked me for a story time, so I guess this would be my first story time. But yeah, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. Hit the like button, and I will see you guys later. So now to finish. Oh, I will say this. I wanted to film my journey traveling, and I got some footage, but it's not enough footage that would be interesting, honestly. And the reason I didn't film it, it was just too emotional. It was just too emotional. And it was hard because I am a photographer, videographer, and that's my passion. That's what I love doing. So for me to not feel comfortable filming it was a big thing for me. But like I said, I did get some footage, which I may include either at the end of this video or maybe in another video. If you guys want to know more about my story. But yeah, I didn't film in it. And I guess because I did swimming lessons, I wanted to do something for this, but I decided not to. So if anybody had that question, there you go. Okay, I guess I'm not done talking, but I just want to say one thing. Just be kind to everyone, including Asian people right now, because there are a lot of people saying things and doing things because of the virus going on, and it's not fair. And I get how scary things are right now, I do, but that doesn't give you an excuse to be a dick. So be nice to people. Why did you stop eating Chinese food? That doesn't make any sense. Those people live here. They're probably American citizens just like you are, who might have been here for just about as long as you've been alive. So, you know, just be kind to people. You're not gonna get coronavirus from eating the orange chicken that you always get, which by the way ain't Chinese food. But you know, don't let this virus make you a dick. Stop buying up all the toilet paper. Make sure that you are checking on your elderly relatives and friends and family who may need things while you're out buying things up. And if you're not doing those things, good for you, because it's just mass chaos, honestly. But that's all I have to say about that. So anyway, my hair is done. Probably just gonna leave it like this because I'm not going anywhere. I just was tired of sitting around with a frizzy bun. So but yeah, but thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video, or you'll see me in my next video. Bye.